Hi, my name's Steve, business partner Austin, and today we are going to talk about niching down. Some people call it a niche, some say niche. I'm sticking with niches, and the riches are in the niches. They're not in the niches, whatever. Austin's probably going to call it niche. But here we go. When you're first starting your bookkeeping business, um, the more specific you can get, the more people are going to hire you. And that's going to sound like almost every person we talk to wants to have the you know, broad brush because it seems like it's easier to get customers if you're open to everybody. And I wouldn't necessarily turn anybody down, but I would also niche down. And if you don't niche down, you're going to be leaving money on the table. And I'll try to explain exactly what I mean. If you get sick, you go to your general doctor and you probably got some kind of a copay. Let's just say it's $10. So you pay that person $10. Now, if they find out something's wrong with your ear, you've got to go to the ear, nose, and throat specialist. Now you've got to pay them probably $50 or whatever it is on your insurance because they're a specialist. You've got to pay more for that specialty. People that specialize in anything are worth more. They get paid more money. When you say I help small businesses and that's just a general thing that you do, that doesn't mean a lot to anybody. You're just basically saying, if I wanted to hire a bookkeeper and you're a generalist, could I find even that same person on Fiverr? I'm not sure if I could. Could I go to Upwork? I probably could find one there. And that's who you're going to be competing against. If you're a generalist, you're going to be competing against the people for price. So if let's just say you charge 300 a month, if I go to Upwork, I'm certain I can get it for half of that. And that's what I might decide to do. The generalist, I can find a generalist anywhere. So think of that when you're trying to think of should I niche down or should I not. When you become a commodity and you help everybody, you charge $300 for whatever it is you do. Now I can go across the board and find somebody else to do that for half. I might decide to do that. And why? What would the advantage be to me to go to you? Let's say that I run a auto repair store and I live in Springfield, Missouri. Probably the first thing I'm going to do is look up auto repair bookkeepers in Springfield. And I would have to specify Missouri because there's a lot of Springfields. If I find one, more than likely I'm going to hire that person. If I don't, I may even look bigger than Springfield because I'd rather get somebody that knows about my business. And the only other person I might hire is somebody specifically local that I trust and know. Maybe I know somebody in here, so I might consider that. Other than that, I'm going to want somebody that knows my auto repair business good. And same with when you're sick, that specialists, they charge a lot more because they are specialized in something that you need. How does niching help you get found? Well, Google and Google Business Profile rewards specificity. So bookkeepers for anything, auto repair, beats just bookkeeper. If you try to rank for bookkeeper, good luck. You've got how many people across the nation trying to rank for that keyword? You're not going to do it. Let's face it. You could live to be 100. You're probably not going to be number one in bookkeeper. It's just not going to happen. So, but if you were bookkeeper for auto repair, now I might find you, and Google's going to reward you for that. You may end up on the first page if you keep working at that. You've got a shot at that for sure. Your content starts ranking because you're talking to one person's problems. Google knows what to do with that. They don't really know what to do if you're trying to rank for bookkeeper. Who are we going to show you to? Probably nobody. But if you specialize in auto repair, now we've got something. The referrals get a lot sharper. So let's just say that Days Bookkeeping, and I have no idea who they are, but let's say they specialize in auto repair. These auto repair guys talk to each other. They know each other, and when they see each other next, the one guy's going to say, "Hey, I need a bookkeeper," and the one guy's going to say, "Oh, you know what? Dave's Bookkeeping specializes in that. He's really good." Okay, great. and so you're going to get those referrals, and those help a lot. Your GBP description, websites, social media, all of that suddenly have the same clear, precise message. When an auto repair person's looking for a bookkeeper, we know where to go. And it makes a whole lot of sense. So when someone searches for anything that has bookkeeper and auto repair in it, you've got an excellent chance to show up. For sure, locally, you're going to show up, and you will start to show up in bigger pictures. I have no idea how many people are serving that market, but it's not going to be nearly as much as bookkeepers. I can tell you that. You can probably at least get to the second page, probably very, very quickly, and then work your way to that first page. So this isn't exactly rocket science, but almost every person, every bookkeeper we talk to wants to go bigger. They don't want to niche down. They want the big picture, and it makes it harder to market, harder to hit the right people when you're trying to hit everybody. I know you guys have heard this if you've watched some videos, but one of the famous marketers out there, who I cannot remember the name, but they said if you're trying to market to everybody, you're marketing to nobody. And that's exactly what we're talking about here. When you're too broad, you get nobody. You niche down, you get people. I'm going to turn over to Austin now, and he's going to talk about what you might be able to charge, and if you can charge more in a specific niche or less.
So, you can charge more in a niche because you're a specialist, and specialists command premium rates, and that's true in every industry. So, niche clients feel understood, not just served. Um, you stop competing on price because there's no direct competition. So, for example, bookkeeper for e-commerce versus bookkeeper, who charges more? The general run might charge 300 a month, but the bookkeeper who specializes in e-commerce and knows Spotify and knows inventory accounting, who speaks their language, they're going to be charging 800, maybe even 1,000 more for the same work, but just like positioned differently. So what if you turn away clients? You can still take clients outside of your niche. You're not legally bound to it, but your marketing talks to one person clearly. So the niche is your message, not a wall around your business, and the right clients find you faster, which means less selling and less convincing. So niching your marketing doesn't mean you turn away every client who is in your niche. It means your marketing is so clear and specific that the right clients come to you already sold. You stop chasing, they start calling.
So basically, Austin described this perfect. As you know, we work in the bookkeeping niche. So if you were trying to, you wanted to rank in bookkeeping, people know us very well in this niche, and we work with bookkeepers. That's what we do. But we also have local businesses that know us, and we work in some different niches there. That's just the way it works. So even if you specialize in, let's just say, the auto repair niche, you're going to probably get some people that still want to hire you because they know you and trust you. Of course, you're going to work with them. And it's basically the same work. I mean, you might not know the exact lingo. Let's say a HVAC person wants to work with you. You might not understand their exact lingo, but you still know how to rank, and you still know how to do all your work that you need to do. You can do your bookkeeping for any niche that you want to do. But when you specialize, you can get more money in that particular niche. That's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.